G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. Have we got volume? Yes, looks like there is some volume in town. Don't comment too fast because the comments disappear behind the camera and I don't get to read them. No. I don't know if you guys noticed last week, or was it the week before? Did I have last week off because I was sick, or? Can't remember. So you know how you've had the flu twice really close together, or a cold, whatever you want to call it, I don't know the difference. The videos that you're editing, you have a cold in the videos that you're editing, and you currently have a cold while editing those videos, but it's a different cold to the one you had while editing those videos. What a stitch up. So today's video is probably going to be about me getting a Facebook page stolen off me, if you didn't know. No doubt, if I don't talk about it, somebody will ask about it in the comments. We need to move these comments. It's just like one, that's better. The comments are moved. I don't really need to see myself over there as well. Do you know what I wish, like, I know it's probably like me using cheap ass software and shit, but I wish your video quality was as good as like the screen that I see that's got the pre-sent to the internet shit on it. Anyway, that's alright. You guys get to see me in low definition. High definition, all you'll see is more blemishes in my skin. I honestly didn't think there'd be much in the chat this early up because I didn't put it up as a scheduled stream. Blake said his child is built for survival. How's stay-at-home dad life going? I bet it's a blast. So last Saturday I had a day alone with the young fella, and honestly, like, it was one of the best days of my life. Like, not even joking. And I was thinking that through the day, and it's bizarre what I would compare that day to in my life, you know. It's fucking crazy. G'day Craig, how are you? I'm not sure if I already said hello. G'day John, how are you? Steve caught a comment real early. How are you? Hope karma busts him hard. Yeah, Craig's had my back on this one. Do you know what I've learnt with this page getting stolen? Is it's really good to be nice to people, because I've got a lot of heartwarming messages, and a lot of people like message me and say, hey, like, you're a good bloke and that. And I actually made a conscious decision in my life, like, when I started the YouTube channel, I decided that trolling the internet had to reduce and to start trying to be kind to people more. And my original my original reason for doing that wasn't because I just wanted to be kinder. It was actually because I thought if I act kinder, it'll help the channel grow better. And then it turns out, acting kinder, I made heaps of friends. And then I realised that that was more who I am. Now, I don't know if it was just coincidentally it lined up with the fact that I was growing up and not like a teenager anymore, not like a young hooligan that only gives a shit about himself, but it's pretty funny, I thought. Well, not funny, but... So if you're a cunt, just be nicer and I promise your life will get better. Aquarium Daily says the quality's good. It must just be like, there must be like a reduced quality for me, like, because you know how like in the stream you've got that video playing up the top corner? I don't know. John's waiting for some pizza. I can't eat pizza, fun fact. Well, I do, but it makes me sick as hell. Oh wow, Blake's enjoying it that much that he'd be tempted if he didn't go under the knife. That's a bold statement. G'day G Snap, how are you? Yeah, right. I don't know if I like it that much. Pretty funny. I saw a TikTok and it was like the 2 best days that I could hope for, or like, what's your dream day? And it's like, day number 1 is a whole day with my kid, and my other dream day is a whole day without my kid. When we grow up, we change. Yeah, it's true. I kind of want to like go back in the story. So, if you don't know, should I just show? I'll show the page. Where is it? Be in screenshots. Screenshots. It's quite. Wow, I take so. I used to. Well, actually, most of the people in this chat know Perth cichlids. Sorry about the green screen effect on the page. If you don't know Perth cichlids, Jason, he started a page and it was called Fish Breeders Australia. It never had "and aquarium accessories" on it because that doesn't make sense to me. It's like, "and aquarium accessories," does that mean it should be Fish Sales Australia? Like, anyway, he changed the title, which doesn't sound right. Anyway, so Jason Sinclair started this page, and then he obviously left the hobby. Let's have a moment's silence for that. He still comes in the chat every now and then. I'm pretty sure 60 to 90% of the people watching will know who it is. So that means that 10 to 14 people that are watching. But anyway, so he started a page, he left the hobby, he left that page. There was a few of us admin. Blake might have even been in the admin at one stage. G'day Aquatic Universe, how are you? So Jason left the page. I turned notifications off to the page and it was just chilling in the background, and then I got an inbox one day saying, "Hey, can I be admin on this page?" And it was this Nigel fella. I think it's Nigel. Which is quite interesting because I didn't even know I was admin on the page anymore, or on the page at all. And then basically I looked up the page, like nearly 2,000 members, and I went into the admins and I was the only one. So not only had Jason left, all the admins he had assigned had left as well. So there was just this page, and it was it had like no members approved. Like nothing was getting approved, nothing was getting moderated. It was just chilling, and I was like, oh man, you know, I might put the call out on the page and see if anybody wants to admin it. And then so I ended up making this Nelge guy moderator, and I made Jai from Jai Changes, Jai moderator, and I can't remember how. I should read the messages. Somehow, I think there was conflict of interest between the two, and because I'm friends with Jai, I spoke to him about it, and I think it ended up being he stepped down from moderator to stop the drama, or like, because I was friends with Jai, like I was like, hey man, do you mind taking a solid and just not being a moderator? Oh, and he's also moderator of like 6 groups. That was one of the reasons. Anyway, somehow this Nelj guy, or Nigel convinced me to step down Jai, and he was moderator for a long time, like 6 to 12 months, and then over that 6 to 12 months, I was getting messages. Oh, can I be admin? Can I be admin? Can I be admin? And then let's find a straw that broke the camel's back. So keep in mind, in the time that he was moderating, this guy never chat to me. I don't know him as a person. I didn't chat to him about fish, nothing. Like the only real messages that it exchanged was, hey man, I'm doing moderating well, can I be admin? Oh mate, I'd prefer it if you just stayed as moderator. And then in February, maybe January, hey Brennan, how's it going? Just wondering, would it be cool for me to join you as admin now on Fish Breeders Australia group? We've had a lot of spam and international profiles coming through. It would be handy if I have admin options to help manage more to keep things running smoothly, growing the members. I'm not admin/moderator for any other pages, so I have time to assist you. I will always respect you as the main man though. So that, to me, that sounds like a really thought out, worded message. Like he had this plan. I kind of want to go back through messages and find. And anyway, that message there was enough to convince me to make him moderator, to make him admin. And then, so basically, there had been this thing. So then, Jai got blocked from the group. Jai from Jai Changes, and he messaged me and he's like, hey man, it looks like that Nigel guy blocked me. It's your group after all. Do you think that I should be blocked or what? And I was like, nah, that's bullshit. I'm gonna go on there and unblock him, and I'm gonna put Nigel back to admin, to moderator, so he can't block him. And I went on the page and I was like, oh, that's weird. They must have changed the admin tools. How do I click on them? And then, so that the cheek of the bloke, not only did he, so he removed me from the admin, but he didn't block me from the page. To me, like, if you're going to remove me, just block me as well. Anyway, so I accused him, and he was like, no, it must have been Facebook. It wouldn't have been me. And I was like, okay, make me admin again then. And he was like, yeah, I will. And I was like, sweet. I should have just kept my mouth shut. I said, sweet. Then I'll be able to see the admin history and I'll be able to tell whether you blocked me or not. And then now he won't reply to me. Oh, what the hell? He's gone through and unsent a heap of messages. I don't know how much of this private conversation I should say on the live stream. So I haven't been talking to the chat. I've been deep in thingy. I'm trying to. Yeah. Anyway, I think it'd be too hard to read other messages to be, like, it'll take too long for me to read them in my head, filter what I should actually read out and what's not. Blake said, is that even possible? So yeah. you can't delete the founding admin, but I wasn't the founding admin. Jason Sinclair was. So, yeah, any admin can delete any admin. I contested it with Facebook. So it's at the stage now, I contested it, and if I get the page back, I'm deleting it. I don't want the page, but I don't want him to have the page either. So I'm pretty sure most of you could understand that. Like, I'm one of the, well, I'm not the founding member. I'm the second founding member. Well, no, I'm the first admin of Aquarium Enthusiasts Australia, and it's got 41,000 members, and I'm being salty about a 2,000 member group. No, like, I think most of you will understand why. You can't cut sick in the group, Craig. He's actually turned post approval on as well, so you can't even post. I can't post at all. He's blocked me from posting on the page. It's pretty funny. Can Jason fix it? I'm not sure. He might be able to. I should message him. I wonder if he knows. I'll message him now. Jason. I wonder what he's doing with all this spare time. I just said, hey bro, how are you? I don't want to open the conversation with, check this out. When I haven't messaged him for a while, you gotta have the polite, general chit chat first up. He's a Oh, yeah, Craig's got a good idea there. Just comment on the pre-approved post. Star Wars collecting, I think. He was flipping Star Wars and collectibles at the same time as fish keeping, so I'd imagine that took over after fish keeping. I'm starting to get a beard, guys. I don't know, see, like, this frizzly shit. All you bearded people watching, do I let that grow out and it will fill itself out, or do I keep it trimmed? I don't know. Or do I let it grow and there's like a shitty period and then it gets better? Collecting. I wanted to collect Lego. Lego's the most short asset in the world. What? Yeah, Craig says he changed all the settings. I've got this screenshot here. Where is it? I can't believe how many screenshots I take. Oh, I messaged. I don't really want to show the whole message. It doesn't really matter. So as this was all going down, he changed the group to not be shared, and then I said, doesn't seem like the actions of an innocent man. He reckons people were harassing him. Apparently someone messaged his grandma. I didn't condone that at all. I just gobsmacked. I think that was like my original, like when I messaged him. I didn't even message him like angrily. Hey mate, did you remove me as admin on Fish Breeders Australia? I'm honestly lost for words. And then you replied, absolutely not mate, admin can't remove admin. That is not true. 100% not true. Quick Google will tell you that. He writes like really long messages too, like I don't know if he thinks. Oh, and he replies with, Jai Hunt has got in your ear. So the other 20 people that have messaged me saying this guy's an arsehole post this happening, they must all be, Jai Hunt must be in all of their ears as well. If anybody doesn't know Jai Hunt, he sent me 2 Jai changes for free, unsponsored, like literally just sent them to me. I showed them on the channel by choice. He sent them to Blake, I'm pretty sure, and like they're good water changes. It's funny, like he gets a bit of hate because it's like something you can make DIY, but I've made them, and like you guys know I'm very DIY, and I have never made one as clean as Jai's. Jason Voorhees, is that how you say it? Voorhees? What does that mean? I should just go to the page and comment on every single post, can I please have my page back? The problem with Facebook now is when you delete somebody, you can delete all of their comments. So like even if I did that, one click of a button, every comment would be gone. Yeah, exactly like what Blake says there, like it's a testament to the bloke. When he first started selling them, he was spamming Facebook a bit, and I think that got under a few people's skin, but he eventually he got to the point where he didn't need to spam them. People were sharing them that much that it was chill. Mine is still cranking too. And you know, I treat my stuff like shit. I thought my homemade DIY one cracked, and Jai knew it cracked, and that's when he sent me one. So if mine cracked and his is still going, that surprises me, because I thought bending it like he does might take some of the structural integrity out of it. Should I go to the page? I wish it was like, there's no way, he's got that many restrictions on it that it's not like we can do a like a takeover kind of like hashtag. Oh, have you guys seen guy named Tasman Sharp? I've bought off him before. He owes one of my friends like $8,000. I just went to the page. So yeah, so it looks like this guy is just using the page as a free advertisement for his fish shop slash fish room sales. This group is only for customers who have purchased fish from Jeb's African Cichlids. So he's profiteering off my page. Well, he's profiteering off Jason Sinclair's page. I was thinking about breeding convicts. I've said it before on the channel many a times. I feel like getting another pair of convicts. If they weren't worth the dollars, no one would have bought them. Yeah, it's true. I think he's shipping out like 30 to 50 a week. Craig says 8 covers. Yeah, so it was like a wholesale pond order. I don't know. I guess I can talk about it. He's posted it on Facebook. But yeah, this Tasman Sharp people sounds like he owes a lot of thousands of dollars to people. I messaged Facebook, but I got no reply. I still can't believe he hasn't deleted me off the page, but... I saw this guy bred his Polini. I should message him and ask him if he used any tricks. Oh, should we go on Gumtree, guys? I kind of want to look on Gumtree. Dun, dun, dun. Shall we? Oh, that's not. Let's go transition. So I'm kind of in the market for convicts. I'm not paying money for them, but. So you know who else I can't get a reply from? I've got internet. You guys know I signed up with internet with Dodo. It's been 5 weeks with them, and I plan on cancelling it, but I can't cancel it because I can't get hold of them. So I signed up. The username and password works in the modem. That's how I know it's correct username and password. It's literally how I'm connected. But then I try to log in the website and it says incorrect password. So then I try to do password reset. It says my email doesn't even exist. And then so I ring, and then when you ring, it diverts you back to the website. They no longer have a call center. It's purely online. And then I go online and I can't put in a complaint because I can't log into my account. So I had to go on the website and make like a general sales inquiry, and I've had no reply to that. It's comical at this stage. The internet's not that bad, to be honest, but it does throttle in peak times, whereas with Telstra it was way more constant. Telstra was paying for 50 megabit per second. I was sitting on like 53 megabit per second 24/7. Dodo I'm paying for 100 megabit per second. It sits between 30 megabit per second and 80 megabit per second. Like, that's the fluctuation. So I think I would prefer the flat 50 than the occasional 80, you know. We were going on Gumtree. See, like, if anybody wants to join his personal group, that's it there. It says anyone can find the group, so go spam it. Yeah, the only problem with them is if they don't break, no one will buy more. Half of my speaking of bad smash, we had a pole top fire down the road, and why are we? What's the bank doing here? I'm so confused. That's a different one. The bank sponsoring the website. Pets. Fish. Crazy, only 341 ads in the whole of Perth, like every fish ad. Dun, dun, dun. If there's anything you'd like, stop me, even though the comments are pretty... Marangaroo pops up quite a bit for fish keepers. Gem and blue rams, $10 each. Are they blue rams? They look gold to me. Has he just shared photos of his other rams? It makes sense if he did, because you have to pay for ads now, so... Daphnia starter culture. It's a good time of year to start a Daphnia culture, I think. I wonder how he's kept them alive over summer. Bit of a breeding setup in Lansdale. Can I zoom in? Ah, it doesn't let me. Is he asking 2,400 for one rack? Now we're all zoomed in. 17 tanks, some media, decorations, pop, crush, crow, comes with heaps of... So 17 3-foot tanks. Still over $100 a tank. Well over. I don't know, what do you guys think? Graham Daly says I'm still admin. Did he follow through with his word and reinstate me? Yeah. Let's go to a group that I'm not admin of. South Lake Community Chat, that'll do. What does it look like if I click members here? Yeah, so it's the same, like my name at the top. So I'm definitely not admin. But you guys... Oh, good old liquid horsepower. I was thinking about it today, and like, my Stylet's worth a fair bit of money for what it is. And it was like, if I sold the Stylet, I could buy a V6 Commodore. Like a VN, not VN, a VSVR. I think that's the two models I'd stick to. and do the same thing, just do a backyard turbo kit. But like, me getting in a bloody, I think that's overpriced, but anyway, that's not going to sell. Perth has low prices for racks compared to like you guys over east. But anyway, so like a turbo V6 Commodore probably wouldn't be any quicker than the Starlet, but it's just the fact that it's rear wheel drive. This interests me. Saying pure Matoros. They do look pretty fucking pure. That's interesting. I'm gonna message the guy. Alright, hey mate, interested in the Matoros. Just wondering how much of the history do you have on the line? Like, do you know, like, how well do you know the purity? That's like a polite way of saying it, isn't it? Like, I kind of think you're full of shit, but if you can tell me some history, I'll be interested. If I could see, if somebody had Matoros and they had pictures of the parents and any pictures of their parents, I would consider buying them. Because, yeah, black and white, black diamonds are cool, but I just got Matoro in my heart because it's like the OG. If I got new Stingrays, I'd have to finish the Stingray tank, fix it, wouldn't I? Check this out. So, the whole Red Severance thing, is there anybody else that agrees that a Red Severum 10 years ago was just a good quality gold Severum? Or do I stand alone with that opinion? People just punching out the shrimp on here. Spins me out. I need to get a couple more L333s. I need to see if my L333s are alive. They would be. What is that? Diwali. What are they? The pictures are so tiny. Is this like my settings on my computer or? What's the Devial CQE? they're not the same now. Old Severns looked better. Collaboration thought they had something on their screen. What was it? Was it something on my screen? Man, I might get some more fighter fish, but I'm thinking about getting more fighters, but I want to integrate them into the automatic water change system if I do. How much of the Zis hatcheries new? Like, sold 130 seems a bit expensive. So when it goes sold like that, does that mean it's sold in between the time that I searched? Apparently salmon-tailed cats are illegal in Perth now, or WA. Dun, 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 dun. Good. Ah, yeah. So Steve makes a good point there. What reds used to be is what a good gold was back then. No, what reds are now is what used to be a good gold, but good reds used to be good reds. That's the end. That's like the whole of what's for sale. That's crazy. I'm not really in the market for fish, but I've got the KZZ fader in the tank with the big V-heart at the moment. Kind of running the risk there. This ad has got me interested. Like, where the F do you find a pure Matoro pair in Australia? I've got to send that to a few people. How do I just copy link? It won't let me. Bloody mobile phones. Sometimes they're complicated. I had to send it to one person, and now I've got to share it to another person. Craig's got 5 Zis. You're talking about the breeder boxes? got a dog as his picture. Just put your name, like if they had a name. The worst thing is it's like, you haven't got a name, so I don't know who you are, but when I send a message on Gumtree, it's got Rumble's Fish Room on it. The egg tumblers are fucked. Me and Jason Sinclair both failed with them, and we got told it was because of our water in WA, not because of the tumblers. You can't go past the $7 tumblers. What's going on here? I only had the search area on 10 kilometers. It didn't change the list. Yes, it did. It made it longer. It's just crazy, man. There used to be, I remember like 10 years ago, you would see like heap of Americans, heap of Africans. Now it's like bristlenose snails and more bristlenose. I like to think that the hobby is not dead. What do you guys think? I want to go fishing. Like, oh, it is the same ads because it's back to 4 pages. I want to go. It's a nice fish. Well, nice for WA anyway. $600 kind of seems reasonable. If like all that orange was that red, that'd be an amazing fish. It almost looks like a senki, but that black on the fins there means it's a shower. That's about the length of my if it was a gold barramundi, I could get it. And then I really would be what's old mate commented on his video like an hour ago. What's his name? Drop a comment, you guys will know. TikToker. He's got a Gemini, he's got a pond. His pond's heated, mine's not. His pond is double the size of my pond, and my pond is huge. My pond's 15,000 litres. He's got a heated pond twice the size. That's insane. I can't believe this guy's still going. So this guy was going before I even started reading, and he ripped me off hardcore. He ripped me off when I was a noob, and then I tried to go back to him like 4 years later, and I was like, I even like gave him this spiel like, look mate, I'm a breeder, I'm not just a keeper. Can you help me out with some good breeding stock? And he gave me shit, which led me to believe he only had shit. I do this thing too, like if I'm buying fish off somebody, I'll like offer a couple dollars more than asking price. Just say like, hey man, I'm looking for like the best of your batch. Most people end up just saying you don't have to pay extra, but I think it's a kind gesture and they realise that I'm dead serious. Now we're just looking through the same ads. I don't know if you'll really be able to sell a 60 centimeter mantilla for 800. Maybe, I don't know. If that's true, I wish I sold my girl before the male ate her. I don't know if this... Should just like offer 600 for both. A picture of a box of cheese. Yeah, Aquatic Dreams, that's the one. What happens if we just go to all? We could look at free shit. Yeah, boy. Isn't there a category free? We could get an organ for 50 cents. Music stand. Fuck, it's hot in here. I might wrap it up, guys. What's a dummy clip? Oh, like literally for a dummy. Imagine if we just found something dirty in free. Look, there's cherry shrimp and guppies. Still never found myself some painted fire red. I was in the market and I just gave up. Like proper painted. This guy's got some serious screwdrivers. Oh, Craig's in here with his footy chat. Look, pallet racking supplier, pallet racking wanted. Couple of succulents. I love it when people post like a 3-story high tree and they're like, this tree is free, you remove. Like, they're just trying to get out of the $3,000 bill that it's going to be to get it taken down. Sinkers. We can get some dirty sinkers. There's a lot of pallet racking. It's clearly not $1. There's a lot of succulents. They're all in Girween. Oh, G-Snap says make sure you give a thumbs up. You have to now because it came from G, not me. I feel like Marketplace you can do this, but you can click free. I said I was wrapping it up. Alright, so my Marketplace kind of tells the story. It consists of coffee machines, car amplifiers, cars, and fish tanks. It's like they know me so well. And Suzuki 800 hatches. Rims, amplifier, gearbox. It tells the story. Turbo diesel, coffee machine, tires, toolboxes, graphics card, stereos, PlayStation. It's just, I think it's funny. Man, I need a new set of crossovers. It's literally just that box there. I was thinking about just buying a cheap pair of speakers to steal the crossovers, but like, I've got really expensive speakers. To replace one of my crossovers that's died, I found a pair on eBay for $200 US, just for the crossovers. What was I going to search? Oh, I was going to look at free stuff. I've got the microphone cord caught up. I really want to buy one of these stands. I might just do it. At the moment, my bike is sitting on a piece of chipboard that I made at work. The guy that I sold the gas to, he convinced me to give me the stand. It was similar to that. It was a cheaper one. It was only $60 new, but it's still an inconvenience. Hooked on Fish sponsored. Are you serious? What are you doing, Jesse? Are you paying for Facebook ads? That sent me straight to the website. We were thinking about throwing some of my flower horns on you. Steve knows what's up. So my front speakers is a $1,500 pair of 6.5-inch focal splits, and they're running on a bridged 4-channel at 200 watts RMS. If you know, you know. I'm actually in the market for an amp. I want something around like 1500 RMS at 2 ohms. I got a brand new alternator, and now if I crank my stereo full ball for like 30, or not 30 seconds, like 3 minutes, like it cuts out for a split second and then comes back on. Free TV, 32-inch. There's no way Pokemon cards are free. Is it just a folder? Free gates. Free GPU boxes. Why would anybody want the free box? I don't have a microwave at the moment. The powder coat inside my microwave peeled off and then it started arcing out. Trading phone to iPhone only. I think my missus sent me this today. It's a record player suitcase. Oh no, that's not it. See, I could get something like that and take it apart and like restore it. Like, I have that skill. Cabinet maker, and this is a cabinet, so you can see the correlation. Did you mean cooked it when you were sick? So I don't know how my stereo still works. I belted the absolute shit out of it when I was 18 and it still works today. But in saying that, I bought top of the range gear like JL Audio amps, Rockford Fosgate subs. Rockford Fosgate's like middle of the range now, but they were fucking expensive back then. I don't know if the quality... I presume their quality is still as good as it was back then, if not better. The one thing I do wish I did, what I want to do, I want to get a new head unit, because my head unit doesn't have time delays, and my subs kick later than my speakers, and I want to put a time delay on the front speakers. My granddad's carousel lasts forever. If you know, you know. Has anybody seen anything cool? I haven't. Three minutes past 6. I should go say good night to the young fella. Projection TV, that's where it's at. I really want to get a CRT monitor. What's going on here? Closer clean out. Look at that bad boy. That's a TV if I've ever seen one. You get one slight glare on the screen, you can't see it. What's going on here? Oh, she's selling the clothes. Good on her. What's that? What are you storing? Paint. Is that like an old paint mixer rack? Oh, Craig, don't even talk about the price of shopping. I saw a guy's post today, fellow fish keeper. He said he's a creature of habit. He pretty much shops for the same thing, and 3 years ago his shops were costing $230 to $250 a fortnight, and he changed absolutely nothing, and this week his shop was $450 well, fortnight. That's crazy. My lifestyle has changed dramatically in the last 2 years. So our food shop has changed quite a bit, so I can't really gauge how much my food shop's gone up. It's kind of gone back down a little bit now, so I'm not buying formula. Young fella's kind of eating what we're eating, with a bit of, not quite exactly what we're eating, but similar, you know. Nails and screws. Free treated pine copper logs. Should do a copper log aquarium stand. I wonder if you just did all copper logs and on the top you put like 25-30 mil styrofoam, if the tanks would crack. Free stuff out the front. Wouldn't mind that air pump. There's like an old, like early 90s air pump at my work, like in the cupboard, and I think it was my boss's dad's. It was like an old hardwired big fella. I reckon it'd be pretty cool to put in the Land Cruiser. We ran out of internet, I think. I don't know if the stream's cutting out. Doesn't look like it. Looks like you guys can see it. What happened to the interwebs? The internet's been up and down the last 24 hours because the power's out down the street. The exchange obviously lost power at some stage. Now try to tell a non-technology person why our internet could be down because the power is out down the street, even though the power's not out at our house. That's all she wrote, guys. On that note, it's time to go to bed. Send me some ideas for backgrounds for the stream. Maybe I'll do I might do a loop of the Viha tank in the house, one night. Set the camera up. Or I could just stream in front of the tank. Bring the tank in here, I say. Anyway, on that note, I'm going to end it. Sorry, G-Snap, I didn't get the free plans. I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Peace out. Sorry I don't have my normal energy. I'm still feeling under the weather. And g'day to the post-stream viewers if you made it this far. I forgot to say hi at the start.